It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Clippers come into town for this one. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Thanks, Doris. Right at the free throw line. That's good. Parker's got 9 points.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Dallas.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Passes it to Willis. Traps in the tray. He has 6.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Here's Hollins. Rips down the breakaway slam. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Parker kicks to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. Back to Parker. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Parker's got 11.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead. Tony Parker had a phenomenal 2011-2012 campaign, but as is the case with Greg Popovich, he challenged Parker to improve upon that for last season. Popovich told him, good players can be great for a little bit, but great players are always great. And that really resonated with Parker.
Now Bellinelli. Averaging 6 points per contest. Diaw dishes to Parker. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Spurs shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the Clippers making a switch here. The Clippers in the lead. Last time they met was in Los Angeles. Outside Collison. Willis, he's covered by Leonard. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Splitter. Splitter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Pass to Bellinelli. Mills. Now the feed to Bellinelli. Clock at 6. Backing him down is Duncan. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies in the NBA this year. Look at Black Hope. And the Spurs with possession. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. That's good. That's 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Good job there, recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
We've got Matt Bonner. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jeff Pendergraph. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's DeColo in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Willis against Leonard. He dishes it to Green. 6 to shoot. Paul with the 3.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
The pass to Parker. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Paul. He picked up 12 points in their last one against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Kevin, his passing is what blew me away. I mean, to see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold.
He feeds it to Green. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Griffin. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Think about how great Parker's been. We forgot his career almost came to an end in the summer of 2012. This is a very interesting part of his career.
That's right. He was an innocent bystander at a club in New York when a melee erupted and bottles were thrown. He got a shard of glass that penetrated almost through his left eye. Very easily could have lost his vision and lost his career.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Splitter passes to Leonard. Dishes it to DeCola. Pass to Parker. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Duncan. No luck. Excellent D there from Willis. Clippers trail by 12. Paul kicks to Willis. Back to Paul. Passes it to Willis. Picked by Griffin. Paul outside. Shot to stop the drought. Good D by Parker.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Kicks it to Griffin. Feeds it to Paul. Second chance effort and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Tony Parker. He's been just lighting it up recently. The stats speak for themselves. 10th in scoring and one of the better passers in the league.
Allison with it. He's picked up by Parker, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
Parker's shot is off.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Here's Redick, averaging 8 points a game. Pass to Bullock for the 3. Rebound, San Antonio. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And that game featured one of the least consistent offensive performances you're going to see from them, Clark.
Yeah, no spurt ability on display at all, fellas. I mean, they needed to make a few runs, but it just never was able to happen for them. You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you had Matt Bonner taking Steven Jackson out to a Coldplay concert last season. One way to help guys get to know each other off the court, and it helps them on the court.
And Pendergraph kicks to Parker. Shot clock at 5. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
And back to Popovich and the Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players and have them get to know one another.
That's right, Kevin. He likes to have his players have a sense of perspective about the world. He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the NBA. In fact, back in 2012, he had the players watching the presidential debates together.
And that one's good.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Duncan outside. Into Green. And the layup falls. Green's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Paul dishes to Reddick. He passes it to Willis. His three-pointers off the mark.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Cook. Their rebounding is right.
The drive by Paul, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. I mean, his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
You look at Chris Paul and his physical stature, guys. I mean, he's not overwhelmingly strong or certainly not that big. Doesn't really bounce out of the gym. But it's the way he knows how to use everything that he has, particularly his body control. That allows him to be a dangerous finisher in the paint on a consistent basis.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by DeCola. Green the pass to Dudley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Dudley's got 10.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
And Mills kicks to DeCola. The feed to Mills. Mills gets the screen from bottom. Inside, just 4 to shoot. Now the Clippers moving it up. Green with the ball. Griffin. Right side, Griffin. A beautiful reverse layup. Griffin's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
And that concludes the first.
Now, presented by Sprint.
The weekend is in full swing on a Saturday night. Glad to have you along with us. San Antonio on top against Los Angeles. They're off to a pretty good...
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now the second half. Willis. Clippers trail by 13. So for the Clippers right now, Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 at point with Reddick there at the back. And it's Willis in at the small forward position.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hey, guys. Black hole in their last game against the Mavericks really delivered. He had 18 points and collected 6 huge rebounds to go with that. A performance like this was just the trick his team needed to snap their losing streak.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got... supremely confident right now.
Well, that never seems to be a problem for him, but you're right, Kevin. He has to be feeling at the top of his game right now.
Well, when you play well, it feeds confidence, and when you've prepared to play well and it works out that way, it does add another level of confidence to your next game.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, guys, you look at Chris Paul's path to greatness, and it's really kind of a neat story. When he was in high school, he didn't even make the varsity team until he was a junior and cracked 6 feet tall. And the school he wanted to go to, North Carolina, understandable for a kid who is in the state of North Carolina, the Tar Heels didn't even offer him a scholarship.
Parker drives in. Here's Squitter, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. The 4th spot held down by Tony Parker.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in the league. To see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, it's wacko. That's sort of the era we're in right now, though. A point guard who consistently takes things into his own hands is far more common than it used to be. Some people may not like it, but that's the way of the modern NBA. Change is inevitable, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
And with Chris Paul, he ended up playing 2 seasons at Wake Forest, led them to a Sweet 16 appearance. You know, the school retired his number 3 jersey back in March. So for a guy so lightly recruited out of high school, what an incredible achievement.
And his twin brother has been just as successful in the insurance business.
That's right, Cliff.
Yes, Cliff. Terrific, terrific. That, he handles my home life.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Yes.
I have an umbrella policy for him.
You do? He's a great assistant.
He's the best.
Yeah, wonderful. Here's Wayans. Now the pass to Willis. He kicks to Wayans. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And the Clippers miss again.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Leonard attacking. He dishes it to Pendergraft. Count the bucket. Pendergraft's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
He feeds it to Wayans. Pass to Willis. Fires for 3. 6 to shoot. Green kicks to Willis. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position was learned from his past experiences.
In Wayans, kicks to Willis. The dish now to Wayans. Green passes to Griffin. Duncan is there. Feeds away. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. 13 points for Blake Griffin. Hey, Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs.
Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that mess.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
From deep, Green. Green with the rebound. Spurs leading by 21. Dishes to Mills. From outside the arc, that's good. Mills has got 13.
Impressive play there. They have been really good offensively.
piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now Griffin inside. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. He's got 15.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And something else that comes to mind with him is how many guys he's given the poster treatment to. I mean, flying high to power one down while the defender stands there looking for mercy.
Here's Willis. No good on the triple.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. 3rd in steals, 3rd in free throw percentage. And they also show up top 5 in team field goal percentage. That's excellent. Actually, that's elite level.
Yeah, let's go back to those steals for a second, Clark. I think that's such a key aspect for this team's success because when they get out and really pressure teams and force mistakes, that allows them to get easy shots at the other end offensively.
Here's Mills, defended by Williams. Mills dishes to Green. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Boy, this is a neat story, guys. Danny Green was undrafted out of North Carolina. And another nice find for perhaps the best organization in all of sports, the San Antonio Spurs. He's an excellent three-point shooter, over 40% from three-point range for his career. He helps that team spread the floor, and that energizes their high-powered offense.
Pass to Willis. From the arc. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 19-7 run. The Clippers' shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And Green, nice versatility, too. Not just an outside shooter.
No, he's an excellent defensive player. In fact, Greg Popovich calls upon him to often guard the opponent's best wing player. So for Green, a two-way player, a guy who can get it done at both ends of the floor.
Parker off the pick from Diaw. Parker passes to Bonner. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17 footers.
Splitters checked in for San Antonio. Corey Joseph comes in for Daniel Green. And here is Paul. 23 points in the game. Feeds it to Dudley. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Jared Dudley out of Boston College in his 7th season already. A smart vet who knows where to be defensively. He knocks down shots. I like his game. He's a winning player because he does a lot of little things and is always ready to step into his role.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Matt Bonner. And for Jared Dudley, Steve, you had a chance to be around him in your time in Phoenix.
Yeah, traded for him. That was the Raja Bell, Boris Diaw for Jason Richardson and Dudley trade. Pretty good deal for both teams, really. But Dudley came into his own when he arrived in Phoenix, developed that three-point shot, but had always been a guy respected for his defense, for his work ethic, and his basketball IQ.
Former ACC Player of the Year. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
Coming up next Monday night, January 6th, Aaron Aflalo and the Orlando Magic take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Live from Staples.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Clippers trail by 20. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Corey Joseph is out there with Tony Parker, and it's Splitter in at the center, locking down the middle. Leonard kicks to Joseph. back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Into Tim Duncan. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Well, you talk about the sustained greatness for future Hall of Famer Tim Duncan. How about this number? 13. That's the number of consecutive seasons to begin his career in which Duncan was named All-NBA and All-Defensive Team. 6 more times than anyone else in league history. Enough said. End of story. First ballot Hall of Fame.
Launches it, and Willis gets it to go. Black Hole's got 9 points here in the second half.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
And Joseph kicks to Duncan. He passes the splitter. Parker. Second chance shot. Duncan. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Tim Duncan's been playing well. He's got 13 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
Daniel Green. He's checked in for Corey Joseph. Going back to Duncan, probably more important to him than the individual accolades, Steve, have been the team successes during his time in San Antonio.
No doubt. I mean, Duncan is just a winner. He's gone to the finals now 14 years apart, first in 99 and then again in 2013. Pretty remarkable.
San Antonio leading by 21. Parker dishes to Green. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with this slam.
High and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
And the pass to Willis. Kicks it to Reddick. Here's Willis. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Paul for 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Paul's got 26 points.
Just seems like they've given up far too many points from the three-point shot today. A lot of open looks out there.
I agree, Steve. The defensive rotations have been abysmal.
Splitter with the ball. The Spurs need to get a shot off here from about 16, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Paul gets a screen from Griffin. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 17. Pass to Willis. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
You know, the more you watch Kawhi Leonard play, the more you realize that he is the perfect fit for the Spurs. I mean, he just looks like a Spur, and he's only been in the league a couple of years. Plays great defense, shoots from deep at a high rate, and really knows, accepts, and embraces his role on the team.
Paul kicks to Willis. No good with the triple. San Antonio leading by 19. Mills gets the screen from Splitter. Mills can't hit. And back to Kawhi Leonard. Coach Popovich sees him as their defensive stopper on the wing. But not just that. He thinks he's going to be a star in so many ways.
Well, he could become the face of the franchise, Kevin, if you think about it, once Tim Duncan and Parker and Ginobili move on. But, you know, Popovich, not one prone to hyperbole, but he absolutely loves this kid.
Mills passes to Duncan. Down low. Leonard dishes to Splitter. He's against Jordan. Duncan makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 19.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Paul kicks to Willis. There's the feed to Reddick. Passes it to Willis. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap-in.
Hustle points, I believe they called them.
And great instincts, too. You're just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
San Antonio leading by 21. He kicks it to Green. And it's blocked by Reddick. Paul outside. Pass to Willis. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Splitter. Splitter's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Mills. Up and in on the layup.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Paul kicks to Griffin. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
Spurs leading by 21. San Antonio calls timeout.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Leonard attacking Duncan. And stolen by Reddick. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. There's the pass to Willis. Back to Paul. Reddick dishes to Paul. He feeds it to Reddick. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Splitter.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Mills. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Jordan is a highlight machine, particularly on offensive rebounds or catching lobs from teammates. He's just so athletic for a 7-footer. But it seems like his head gets up near the rim when he's dunking the ball.
Oh, yeah, you just love it. His ability to rise up into plays on defense, too. Players will try and float shots over him, but he's so explosive rising up that he just goes up and swats it away like it's nothing at all. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard. And that one is stuffed right through.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
I'll tell you what, the refs will give you a lot more leeway on that than they used to.
Fighters from 14 can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Mills with it. Griffin's there. Splitter passes to Leonard. He dishes it to Mills. Cranes the three-pointer. Mills has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Ball kicks to Willis. But he recovers it. The dish to Reddick. Into Willis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Black Hole's got 20.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Outside Leonard fires the three, and that one's good. Leonard's got 17 now, just in the second half.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And it's Paul penetrating. He passes to Willis. Fires from deep. Paul shoots the three, gets it to go. Paul's got 31 points.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second three of the half.
Now Mills. Shot clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Mills has got 7 now in this quarter. Paul outside. And they double up Paul. Griffin attacking. No good. Some solid defense from Leonard. San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And Mills kicks to Duncan. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Paul gets a screen from Jordan. It's stolen by Green. Dishes it to Mills. Duncan outside. Feeds to Splitter. Leonard with a screen on Jordan. Splitter with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. And Green with the basket on the assist from Thiago Splitter. Green's got 19 points.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Paul kicks to Willis. Tries to keep it alive. The Clippers rebound.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Los Angeles with another miss.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Gets it to go.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Mills dishes to Duncan. 1:14 left in the fourth. Here's Leonard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Leonard's got 29.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Paul outside. Paul right side. Kicks to Reddick. 6 to shoot. Back to Paul. Takes a three. Cannot hit. As the Spurs taking it the other way. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Leonard. The feed to Green. Spurs working the ball around now.
And nothing you can do to salvage this one at this point. Game over.
Not anymore. Any chance they had is gone.
San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Pass to Mills. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. He feeds it to Splitter. He kicks it to Duncan. And it's going to be a 24-second.
Ну, а что ты тогда...
Shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Wayans. Misses the shot. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
Три